a group of drunken misfits join forces to play Dungeons & Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. Gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers and join them on a quest to make absolute fools of themselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Previously on Botched.
You wanna fuck that sexy fox lady?
Oh my god, do I ever.
Man, I ain't never seen such a sexy fox lady at an anime convention.
Oh my god, she's got great ears.
I'm glad we invented anime conventions here in 1957 so we can look at that sexy fox lady.
Welcome back, junior researchers, to the 37th episode of our 9th season of Botched.
Correct.
Hey. Thank you so much for tuning in again. We are going to start a little while after we left off last time. We are starting up not with the SCP Foundation, but instead a parent and a child as they go to a toy store. So, who is my parent and who is my child? Let's start with the parent.
Hi, I'm the father in this situation. I got my fucking kid this weekend.
What's your name, father?
Jim.
Where are you from?
Daddy.
Where's this taking place? Where are you from, Jim?
Jim
Ohio.
Daddy.
Ohio, got it.
Jim Daddy from Ohio.
Jim Daddy, Ohio, got it. And then what's your child's name?
I'm Jim Daddy Jr.
Jim Daddy Jr. How old are you, Jim Daddy Jr.?
I'm 6.5.
Okay. And so you're here at this
A
toy
long
store.
12 more years.
Do you have a mom or is she dead?
We're separated.
I have a mom and she's dead. To me, because she left.
She went to go get eggs and never came back.
She went to go freeze her eggs. And then she never came back.
Who knows what could have happened. But you are a very good boy, Jim Daddy Jr.
I am. I do whatever I'm told, and I never interrupt anyone.
Sure. Well, the reason you've been brought to the toy store is because you're such a good boy. They're taking you here as a treat. So, what was your good? What did you do that was so good to warrant a reward?
I washed all the dishes.
And you didn't bite the priest at church.
And I didn't shit my pants.
Nope, you didn't shit your pants this week. Good job.
Father Crispy.
You got the 3 good boy points for the week, and now you get a toy.
Nice.
Okay. So this is this is
That wasn't an evil laugh or anything.
No,
Are you
I
a
was-
toy store owner? Or is
I
this
was-
a needful
I was-
thing situation?
I was doing the thing I shouldn't do, which is read the chat. So Dr. Wondertainment Ontological 9-ball calling. Anyways. This is Tony's Toys for Tots.
Might be some copyright infringement there, but okay.
It's way before. I don't think Toys for
Tony's
Tots
Toy
existed yet.
Tent.
It's fine.
Tony's Toy Tent.
Look it up. Don't look it up. We look up everything. We haven't had a look-up thing.
Toys for Tots started in 1947, dumbass.
Well, was it Tony's Toys for Tots? Because they don't
It's
have
Toys for Tots.
Well, they don't have a Bogart on words.
It's the only toy. They have the guns. They're the Marines.
Nope.
They're currently
Tony's
embroiled
Toys for
in
Tots.
a legal battle.
Yeah. Tony's Toys for Tots. TTT.
All
Oh
right.
wait, no, it's the Marine Corps Reserve. They don't have any guns. They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to have.
Boom,
them.
exactly. Completely safe. No worries whatsoever. But Tony's Toys for Tots is the local toy shop. They usually have some pretty decent stuff, but yeah, you walk in, the little bell rings. His shop is completely stocked with all kinds of different toys. Do you have anything in particular that you're looking for, Jim Daddy Jr., or just kind of wait until something strikes your fancy?
Hold on, I have to do some research real quick.
Now-
I want to make sure I get the right toy.
Now remember Jim Daddy Jr.
Yeah.
It's got to be under $10.
Okay.
You can't make noises. And you can't stick it up your butt.
Okay.
'Cause it'll
Well,
get sucked in there.
no guarantees, but I've been good and I want a slinky.
Okay. I've heard of
For
that on the radio.
not my butt.
Right. Everybody loves a slinky.
That's right. It rolls
goes downstairs.
downstairs. Alone
Yes.
or in pairs. I want 2 slinkies.
Yeah.
$10. That's like $100.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's going on, Jim?
Jimmy Jr.'s been good.
Oh, good job, Jimmy Jr. What is it
Yeah.
that you're looking for?
He's heard about this slinky toy.
Yeah, so is every other fucking kid. It's sold out.
Okay, what isn't sold out? I'm going to cut right to the chase with you, Mr. Tony. I'm putting all my cards on the table. What do you have in stock for me today?
So Tony comes around and kneels
Okay.
down. Tony's a rather large fellow. He's both tall and kind of thick, like a linebacker.
Sweat coming off his
Yeah,
nose.
he's got fucking what's
Suspenders.
Suspenders. I couldn't think of the word. Suspenders. And kind of a not a dirty shirt. It's like a baby blue shirt underneath of his black suspenders. And he kneels down, gets real close. His breath's real hot, kind of stinky, but he's just like, "Here's my advice for you, Jim Daddy Jr. Walk up and down these aisles.
Uh-huh.
Look at everything. Okay?
Okay.
And while you're walking, something jumps out at you, like it strikes you as like
Like strikes me?
No, there's not gonna be the toys. They're not, you're not gonna get assaulted in the toy shop.
Okay, good.
Looks up to the desk.
Unless
and
you're
if
bad.
he does, it's not my fault. It's not
No.
part of the.
I will be
there's no
it
It
laws.
says
disciplining
it on
my
the window,
child.
enter at
Thank
own
you.
risk.
That's right. As soon as you enter into this area, you enter at your own risk. So, no lawsuits. But anyways,
And the
Oh, they're
Supreme Court
talking-
hasn't yet decided that that's null and void if the Sordon doesn't exercise due care.
exactly, you fucked. So, anyways, go up and down the aisles, and when you see a toy that speaks to you, not fucking literally,
Okay.
but metaphorically speaks
Why would
to
a
you.
Grabs at you.
Why would a toy literally speak to me?
Because
How
if I
ridiculous.
just said when a toy speaks to you, I know the next word out of your fat little fucking mouth was going to be, but the toy's going to talk to me. There's a talking toy. So I'm just getting ahead of it, all right, kid?
Tony.
Just fucking.
Tony.
Does this
Sorry.
business model get you a lot of business? Screaming at
Yes.
your little
Yes.
customers?
Yes, because kids, they do what
Profit
you tell them.
margin
when
real
you yell
high
at
there,
'em.
Tony.
And also, people like to be yelled at. I don't know if you know that. That's a theory I have. People really like to be yelled at. Told them what a piece of shit they are. And they'll
You
just
sound
buy
like a guy who says every girl secretly wants to get smacked around.
Wow, that's
Take a drink
inappropriate.
while they're chatting with my child.
How do you know about that? Is that why your mom left you?
No,
Okay.
she hit my dad.
Go buy a
Yeah,
fucking toy.
I had a lady.
So, you wander around and look for toys?
I look for toys.
So roll me perception check.
I don't want to be a lady or nothing. I just dress like him.
Dad's just wandering around.
Yeah, I'm up at the register having a bourbon.
Yeah.
Tony.
Oh, yeah. Tony literally pulls booze out from behind. He's like, all right.
Thank God.
Since I'm specifically looking for toys,
Hopefully
and I am
this shit takes
very
you like 10
excited about this, can I roll at advantage?
Sure.
Okay.
Because I know you
good.
suck at perception.
Ha! 19, bitch.
Okay. Was that with advantage?
That's with advantage.
What was
yeah.
it going to be without advantage?
10.
Exactly. You fucking suck. So, Jim Daddy Jr., you're wandering up and down the aisles. You see lots of action figures, blocks. I don't think Legos are a thing yet. Are
I
they?
think Legos are a thing. I just
Okay.
think they're not in the U.S. yet.
Gotcha. Lincoln Logs, things like that. You see lots of toys. Planes, tanks, dinosaurs. But you see, nestled on the bottom shelf of one of these aisles, it is a gray plush stuffed animal. It kind of looks like the body is like a marshmallow with 4 legs, and it's got 2 little button eyes and a tiny little black sewed mouth, and it's like
That's creepy.
super adorable. No, it's
Uh-huh.
super cute. It's literally
Got
a
big,
fat
cute
little.
eyes.
It's the size of a cat. It's like
He's just a little guy.
just a little guy, and he's just
Fucking
looking
weird.
up at, like, it looks like it's looking right up at you, and its eyes are just a glimmer, and it strikes you as like just being so fucking adorable.
Literally?
Not.
It
Yes,
literally
the
strikes
ceiling
me.
falls right on your spot. It was a plane. You're fucking dead.
Ow! No!
Next
my
child.
Life, my leaving!
Jim Daddy the Third, go get your toy.
Yeah, Papa. I choose this one.
I was a good boy.
I was good boy. Didn't fucking talk back to the god in my head all the time.
Now,
I hope a plane doesn't crush my fucking skull.
well, before I even fuck with this thing, what does the price tag say?
$1.
Oh, I can get 10 more toys.
There's only
9 more.
There's only one of these, by the way. You don't like. There are duplicates of every stuffed animal and doll, but this, it's the only one like it.
Must be a hot item.
Do you have a name on it or anything?
Nothing. There's not even a
No
tag.
tags.
What kind of animal is it again?
It doesn't look like any animal. It looks like imagine the body itself. It's like a barrel shape. It literally looks like a marshmallow. It's just
Wombat.
squishy and pudgy, and then it's got 4 legs, and the face is on the flat side of the marshmallow.
Huh. That's pretty cute.
Yeah, big eyes and a little tiny.
I walk
mouth.
up down the aisle because Jimmy Jr.'s taken for fucking ever.
Does he look fashionable?
What does that mean?
Does he look fashionable? Does he look like he could put an outfit together?
Roll intelligence.
Okay. 6.
You don't know what the fuck fashionable means, you idiot.
Sure I do. I read the magazines.
No, you're stupid.
Oh, do you
No.
want to, Jimmy Jr., do you want to dress that up?
God
when you
forbid
get
a
home?
kid have a hobby.
It doesn't. You rolled a
I
6.
wanted to know
You're
so I
dumb.
can name him Slay Puffed.
You can name him whatever you want.
I grab a tutu off the other aisle and I wrap it around the marshmallow thing.
It fits. I mean,
Oh, my
the body
little
is
sleigh
very
puffed.
squishy.
Yes, Queen.
The tutu
You
is
like
also
this thing,
a dollar.
Jimmy Jr.?
Yeah, this is Mr. Slay Puffed, and he's gonna come home with me in design dresses. What do I want to do with my life, Father?
Maybe design airplanes?
I mean, airplanes. I can make dresses look like airplanes. It's called avant-garde. It's called couture, Dad.
Walks in on me in a dress one time, and all he wants to do is design dresses.
I learned it from watching you.
We don't talk about that.
I didn't talk about it except to you.
He hears
I
me
kept my
say
promise.
yes to the dress one time.
As
and
long
it's all
as you keep yours.
All right.
All right.
So
All
this is
right.
what you're
you can
buying?
get this thing. It's fine.
All right,
So you pick it up.
Tony.
You feel like, by the way, Jim Daddy Jr., you feel like as soon as you pick it up, because you hug it, obviously.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Yeah, it's squishy. It's cool.
You feel almost like it hugs you back.
Oh.
Nice.
And it's actually
It's 'cause
pretty
I miss my
warm.
wife.
I said
He
Jim-
loves me forever.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, Jim Daddy
He's
Jr.?
warm.
Yeah,
He
Jim
feels
Daddy
like he's warm on the inside.
These things happen.
Yeah,
when
it
you
feels. It almost feels warm when you pick it up.
Wow, I'm going to experiment with that in about 7 years.
But anyways, so yeah, you take it up to the cash register. He's just like, yeah, all right, yeah. Oh, I don't even know what the fuck this thing is. But I tied a thing to it. It says $1, so it'll be $1 for the elephant with no face, and $1 for the tutu.
Dad, can I
$2.
get
Here's
a
a $5.
can I get a quarter for the chiclets machine?
That's a lot of chiclets, son. I don't think you need a whole quarter.
Okay, how about a
Here's
nickel?
a nickel. Here you go.
I forgot it's 1957.
You get 6 chiclets.
This gum sucks. It's already out of flavor. That's great. Why do I always get this? It's like I'm a stupid kid and I don't know any better.
right.
This gum sucks.
Jimmy Jr., do you want to take your new friend to the malt shop with me on the way home?
Sure do.
So, is
We head
Jimmy
over to
Jr.
Rita's
in the
malt shop?
back seat or front seat?
All
It's
the
a bench
best
seat.
safety experts say that kids should sit in the front with their lap belt on.
Yeah,
I remember. My dad had one of those cars.
yeah, bench seat in the front, and he's sitting.
Yep.
I definitely
Up in
won't
the
get catapitated because Ralph Nader doesn't exist yet in any meaningful fashion.
So you ride in front.
I love riding in your Chevy Corvair, Dad.
So the stuffed animal, when you had originally picked it up, it was standing on all fours. But when you are riding in the car, it's you know how cats look when they're laying down? Kind of looks
Yeah,
like
dead.
that. Dead. Yeah. But it's like curled up on your lap,
Oh,
which is weird because it's a stuffed animal. So like, but it's not doing anything else. It's just
feels warm.
It is very warm.
You got a name for your new toy there, Jimmy Jr.?
I told you his name's Slay Puffed.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Slay Puffed.
Mr. Slay Puffed. He's a drag queen.
We pull up to the roller skating ice cream store cheeseburger
Okay.
waitress thing.
Sure.
I roll down the window.
Yeah, what can I get you?
I'll take.
Welcome to Sloppy Sue's Burger and Milkshake Emporium. Can I get some froth in your mouth?
Their slogan is, "We'll finish it for you."
Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 triple cheeseburgers with a large fry and a bourbon malt for myself. And Jimmy Jr., what are you getting?
I'll get a bourbon malt too.
And a kid's bourbon malt.
Oh, a kid's bourbon malt. They only put half a shot in it. And I want some fries.
Okay.
And I want
chili
some
on your
more
fries,
fries. Yeah, I want chili and cheese and
There we go.
a little bit of mayonnaise. It's
Okay.
called chunky poutine.
Okay. Sure.
It's called the
You order
Fat
those things.
Canadian.
And
All right, you fucking weird little kid. I'll get that shit for you. You could slog it down in the next, 10 minutes.
Don't knock it till you try it, Flo.
don't worry, we'll slonk it while we're driving.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you slog it in 2 minutes, it's free.
That's right. We should slog it here, Dad.
Yeah, if you slog it down in
All
2
right.
minutes, it's free. You
I
get
bet
your
I can
face on
do
the
it.
wall.
You bring the timer. That boy's been good this week.
Are you going to slonk?
I
slonk
slonk
it
it
so hard.
and
All right.
donk it.
Roll cons, or how do you want to do this? Speed, dex? Would that be dex?
Speed. Yeah, Dex.
I would
I
say
am a child.
I would say a dex,
Dex-con?
a dex
Dex-con?
and a con. Yeah. So dex for speed, con for keeping it down.
Natural 20 for speed.
Wow, you are just wolfing it. Okay, and then con for keeping it down.
10 for con.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad. Dad. Oh.
Roll down the window.
Oh.
The sun's getting real low, bud. You're getting real nauseous.
Oh, help me, Slay Queen.
You are.
Slay Puffed, help.
So you notice every time you look down to get more food that there isn't as much as there was a second ago.
Slay Puffed, help me finish this so I can get it for free.
You notice that it,
Yeah, good job, Slay Puffed.
like the
Am
little.
I slunking my food too?
Sure.
am I
Do you want
noticing
to? Do you want to
this?
slonk?
Yeah,
If you're slonking, you're probably not going to notice what's going on with your son's
Yeah.
lap. But
he's fine.
roll dex con.
He'll slonk me. He'll slonk me proud. My Dex is 11.
Okay. Not very
My con
fast.
is 16.
You're keeping it down, but you're eating at a steady pace. You're definitely not going to do it in time. But you also
I'm just enjoying my meal.
you're just enjoying your meal. You said you were going to,
You're doing great, son.
but yeah, the little creature on your lap, it's making not purring noises per se, Jim Daddy Jr. But it's like, and you notice the little mouth opens up and it's eating French fries. Or poutine or slop gravy, whatever it is that you called it, and helping with your burger. It's trying. It's trying hard not to move too much, but it is eating some of the food. And every time it's it just keeps it. So it is a stuffed animal that apparently is eating food.
He's a hungry little guy, Dad.
Does he get it done in time?
Yeah, I mean, I do. Do I win? Is it done 2 minutes or less?
It's 2
Or is
minutes
double
or less.
chili cheese fries mayo?
High, low, Jim Daddy Jr.
Low.
No, you ended up throwing up out
Shit.
the window.
Shit.
Right as all the food was gone, you were about to make it, but you just couldn't hold on. Your con sucked too much, so you throw up
come on,
out the
son.
window. So no, and you are in fact charged a cleanup fee for the vomit.
Now, son, remember you got to have something in your tummy before you have your bourbon malt. Because what did Daddy teach you? Gotta sit down a good base before you go have a drink. So here's the last quarter of my double cheeseburger.
Okay, I eat that.
All right. So you
I
guys,
know,
Why do you always get extra mayonnaise?
You'll learn to love mayonnaise too.
okay?
My arm hurts.
Dad, why are we so white?
So you guys head back home,
None of the devil's mustard on my cheeseburger.
and Jim Daddy Jr., I assume you're taking Slay Puffed with you wherever you
Yeah,
go.
Slay Puff goes wherever I go. He's my best friend.
So do you guys have any other pets?
Any other pets?
Or sorry, do you have any pets?
we got a cat.
Got a cat. Okay.
His name's Philip.
Philip.
Yeah, he stinks. He's drunk all the time.
Crohn's.
He
know what
shits
that is.
everywhere.
Farts constantly.
Dad, Philip's shit on the floor again.
It is a day that ends in Y, son. He doesn't even go in the litter box.
How does a cat
Shit.
sound so nasally?
Just shits wherever he... That's just him breathing. It's not even...
He just shits while he walks.
yeah, just... He doesn't care.
He leaves a shit trail behind him. That's how we always find him.
Well, luckily, we've just been tying a pillowcase to his ass side.
There you go. You
Maybe
notice that
eventually they'll invent plastic bags.
Philip does not seem to like Slay Puffed too much. Yeah.
God damn. Phil, calm down.
I give Philip a little kitty cigarette to calm him down.
Sucks it down. It's like nothing.
And a beer.
Then it eats the cigarette.
Oh my God.
Taps,
Dad, I think
taps the
Phil
table
needs to
again.
go to the vet.
He'll be fine. We'll just lock him in the shed tonight. I grab him by the cat scruff,
It's 20 degrees outside, Dad.
and I wrap him in a little blanket, and I throw him in the...
He pukes while you're walking with him.
It's fine. He does this. He just wants attention.
You pick him up by the scruff. A bunch of fur falls out because he's got mange. He stinks, but he's. You know what? You look at him and he has a glimmer in his one eye. The other one's kind of milky.
Daddy,
Yes, Jimmy Jr.
Normally,
why won't Phil die?
Spite, honey.
We stopped feeding him 2 years ago.
he's so fat though.
He's
The cat is
still
so fat.
shitting every-
You don't know where he's getting this food. You don't
He
know
just
where.
he finds bags of chips.
That's right.
He hangs out at the local gas station. They give him hot dogs.
He just,
Daddy, do
he
you
stands
think Phil
outside the
is
door
our
and goes,
punishment for sending Mommy away?
No, son. Of course not. The cat's not possessed.
Dad, can I wear my earmuffs to bed tonight? You know how Phil
Yes.
gets in this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this. This is an SCP show.
so
Maybe they
think
want to.
so.
Maybe they want to investigate our anomalous cat. Will die. It shits everywhere. And eats cigarettes.
it runs on spite. Spite and Crohn's. Oh God. That hurt me.
Yeah, certainly. You can wear your earmuffs to bed. I'm going to do the same.
So you put Phil outside?
Yeah, in the shed.
Okay. In the shed. Okay.
Near the shed.
Okay. So as Phil is apt to do, gets out of the shed and climbs up the house and crawls in Jimmy Daddy Jr.'s window.
I've locked the door to Jimmy Jr.'s room.
What's the window? So.
Yeah. No, yeah, just I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. And so Phil Cat is breathing even more ragged than he normally does in the middle of the night. It's
Daddy!
a solid chance he ate a nut and a bolt probably while he was out there.
Slay Puffed, you've got to keep me safe. Phil wants to kill me because I made Mommy and Daddy break up.
So Phil isn't even really worried. It's just kind of spasming in the middle of the floor. leg kicking out, shit slinging all over the place. It's a bad time for Phil. Meanwhile, Slay Puft
Daddy,
is
Phil is having sex with Nosferatu again.
Slay Puft is all cuddled up with you right now and is like purring a little bit. It's not quite a purr, but it's like
You'll never shit in my school bag, will you?
doesn't have a butthole. So
Slay Puft, no butthole.
yeah. So, but you can't seem to go to sleep because Phil just won't shut up. It is spewing shit, and it is just.
Why do you have to do that in my room?
And after a while, you notice the spasming stops, and Phil is still.
Oh,
No
finally
snoring.
he's dead.
You notice that Slay Puft, who was nestled into you, sort of stretches and gets up, and then slips off the side of the bed and starts to like very jauntily move over to where Phil is, and like it looks like he sniffs a bit, and then his jaw unhinges into rows and rows of teeth, and he just slowly envelops the entire body of Phil and eats him. All of Phil is gone. But
Holy shit!
it turns around, and all of a sudden, Slay Puft, some little whiskers pop out of the middle of his face, and he gets like a little tail grows out of the butt-like area, and his legs, which were just flat circles on the bottom, they kind of have pads like paws, and it jumps up on top of the bed again and sort of nestles back into where you are.
I love you, Mr. Slay Puft. Please don't eat me.
Just keeps nestling.
Okay, I think the power dynamic in this relationship has shifted. But I still love you, I think.
So you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. You are awoken 4 hours later
Oh my god.
as Slay Puft is at the edge of your bed and just
Hey. Slay Puft, no, that's my bed. I get out of the bed. Oh wait, he's
pointing it
doing my
away from
airball?
your bed. No. Oh, and then his mouth opens wide, and just this jet of greenish liquid and like meat and bone just sort of hydrant out of his mouth into a puddle on your floor.
Oh
And
no,
then
you're like
the tail,
Cosmic Horror Kirby.
the tail retracts back into the body, and his padded feet go back to being normal, and he just
Oh, I was more right than I thought.
and then just goes
Yes.
back over and nuzzles into you.
What the fuck?
But yeah, there's a big
Okay.
pile of green goo, pieces of organ, fur, and bone on the floor. It soaked up your rug. And before too long,
Daddy comes.
yeah, click, click, click goes all the locks as he unlocks the doors on.
Oh, Jimmy Jr.
It wasn't me, Dad. Mr. Slay Puft ate Phil. We're free of him.
That's the cat?
Yeah, that was the cat, but Mr. Slay Puft ate him, and then he kind of turned into a cat, but then 4 hours later, he threw him up all over the floor, over the top of Phil's shit,
His stuff-
and then he came back and nuzzled me, but he was a marshmallow again, and he won't talk to me, even though I asked him if he was going to kill me, but he didn't seem like he wanted to kill me, so I don't know, maybe it's okay, but I feel like maybe I'm not completely safe.
So, Father Jim, you notice that the stuffed animal that you bought is moving around. And is like sitting down and looking at you, sort of like quizzically. It's like,
Lock. I shut the door back. I lock it again.
Maybe call your friend Dr. Franklinstein.
He's not taking calls right now, son.
Oh no, he's busy inventing Grinder or something.
sure.
I'm gonna call the animal catcher.
Okay. So you call the animal catcher, who actually works for the SCP Foundation. And when they show up to apprehend Slay Puft, that is where we're going to take a break.
What's up, guys? Philip D here, coming in the middle of the episode, talk to you about patreon.com/botchpodcast. Here's something you probably didn't know. Did you know that the Discord is now free? Yeah, that's right. You get minimal access with a free Discord if you go to tiny.cc/botchedDiscord, all lowercase, and get in there and mix it up with a bunch of other people in the community. But if you do join that Patreon at $3, it unlocks the full Discord. Tens of rooms, bunch of different perks, everybody, talking about different animes, SCPs, weight loss, cooking. So if that is interesting to you, support us over at patreon.com/botchedpodcast. All right, let's get back to the silliness.
And we're back. So actually, Slay Puft is taken to an SCP facility, as he obviously doesn't look like any particular animal in existence. But they do have a report based off of what Jim Daddy Jr. said. So my researchers, what would you like to do? This creature seems very friendly and really just wants to nuzzle up and cuddle.
Well, hi, it's me, Dr. Sinclair Spoons, cryptozoologist. I heard there was a little fella in here, a little guy. Hey, little guy, what are you doing? That's neat. You like steak?
And he just sort of bip-bops around, sort of hops in place a little bit.
I heard you like meat. I throw down a big old juicy T-bone in front of him.
He nibbles on it. He just has a
yummy.
little mouth with it doesn't look like it has any teeth, but it just opens up and he's just biting off little nibbles of it.
Well, I'm going to call my research partner in here.
Dr. Sarcone,
He's Italian.
what about it?
Okay, so basically what we got here, Dr. Sarcone, is we got a little guy. Just a little fella.
Little
Size of a
marshmallow
house
fella.
cat about.
And
You ate a house cat?
He's the size of about a house cat.
All right.
we've been briefed on the whole situation there. Is that right? What
It's
happened?
in the notes.
yeah.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking, Dr. Sarcone.
Uh-huh.
I have endeared myself to the animal. Okay.
Okay.
So I figure he became very protective over that little boy,
Yeah.
and I've endeared myself to him in a similar way.
You hug him?
In a similar way.
You hug
So
him.
I hold on. I run in and I hug him real quick. Hey, Mr. Slay Puff. Oh, you're such a sweet little guy. I'll be right back. Okay.
Did you
Enjoy
feed
your
it-
steak.
Did
And
you
I
feed
run
it
back
French
out.
He
fries and
No,
does
some
love
steak.
snackies.
all right.
Oh, I'll give him some bugles.
He eats the shit out of them.
Okay, so I figure what we should do is, now that I've endeared myself to him, we should send in a D class, and I'll tell Mr. Saypuft that I feel afraid of the D class, and he needs to keep me safe, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Make
I
it
go-
somebody real nasty, maybe Russian.
I go into the Russian block of the prison,
All right.
and I find a guy who looks real scary,
Okay.
but who's also been taking improv classes.
Okay.
Maybe he'll do a little role play for me
Okay.
and act like he's gonna
What's
he's
his
gonna
name?
murder Alexi.
Alexi. All right. So Alexi walks in. I assume the other. Who's the doctor? What's your character?
I'm Dr. Sarcone.
Oh, it's me, Dr. Sinclair Spoons, the cryptozoologist.
All right. Alexi. You walk into a room, and there is Sinclair Spoons there with a little gray, marshmallow-looking cat-sized creature.
Well, hi, Alexi. How are you?
I'm feeling pretty machete.
Oh, well,
Draw
that's
my
great.
machete.
Slay Puft immediately goes over, and
Mr.
fuck
Slay
is
Puff,
that
I
little
don't feel very safe with Alexi in the room.
Yes, I'm going to gut you.
Slay Puft goes over, looks up at him,
The fuck is this thing?
and then starts to nuzzle into his leg. And he just
Cut this thing open or what?
just starts to roll over on its belly, on your feet, and or on its
Alexi,
back.
maybe if you shit on the floor. Maybe that's the trick. Eat a cigarette.
He hates animals that eat cigarettes.
All right.
right.
I smoke cigarette and then I turn it around in mouth and I
He does
do the trick.
He doesn't even seem to notice. He's just cuddling up to you. He just wants love.
I fucking kick it.
And it bounces away, and it looks sad that you've done that, so it scurries over to Dr. Sinclair and looks around it
Oh, hey there. It's okay. Alexi has a bad time managing his emotions, and that's why he's wearing that orange jumpsuit.
I'm going to gut you, Doc Sinclair.
Maybe you should keep us both safe. What do you think about that, Slay Puffed?
I approach menacingly.
It bounces out in front and then rolls over on its back and shows its belly.
I cut open belly.
Alexi, no! I did not tell you to be aggressive.
You try
Put on the
Dr.
Sarcone, put on the shot collar.
It goes over and it just sort of nuzzles into the face of Alexi.
It seems to like me. Animals usually like me. Can I say?
Oh, you one of those guys, huh?
Yeah. Da.
Well, maybe this one's a bad judge of character.
I rub his
know
tummies.
what you did to those women.
I rub his tummies.
You'll
love me back.
He's very
I hug
warm.
Him.
Yes, he's very loving. He loves the attention and the affection. Just nuzzles.
What's his creature's name, Dr. Sinclair?
That's Slay Puffed.
A little Slay Puffed. Do you think you could help me, Slay Puffed? Do you speak Russian? I speak to it in Russian.
It just keeps doing a weird
Dr.
little purr
Sarcone,
noise.
shot collar. No forward languages, please.
But it doesn't seem to respond any too much
Slay
differently
puffed.
than it normally does.
Eat the doctor for me.
All right, Alexi. I think that's enough. You should put Mr. Slay Puff down. Head back to your cell.
I put it down after I give it that command.
It goes over and nuzzles with Dr. Sinclair.
Well, hey there, Slay Puff. Are you having a good day? Oh, great. All right. Well, bye, Alexi.
Okay, goodbyes.
So it does not appear to be
Sarcone.
aggressive.
Dr. Sarcone, send in the elderly cat.
The bobcat?
Yes.
Bobcat. All right.
Yep, send in the elderly cat. Hey, Mr. Slay Puff, I want you to meet Kevin. This is Kevin. He is 23 years old. He has 0 functioning kidneys.
So Slay Puffed goes over and tries to make friends with.
He's our office mascot. He lives here.
Slay Puffed is a little taken back and backs off. But you notice that Slay Puff starts to mimic the actions and motives, not the violent, aggressive ones, but just general cat stuff. Starts to mimic it. He doesn't look like the cat, but he's acting similar to the cat.
Dr. Sinclair,
Yes.
you get that little marshmallow, eat that fucking cat?
I mean,
Tell
wait,
you
what?
feel- the little boy got the marshmallow, eat the cat. Can you get the
Well-
marshmallow, eat the cat?
Dr. Sarcone, I don't think it's tied to whether the boy feels safe or not. I think maybe he just eats the pets.
The boy commanded the marshmallow to eat the cat. It did.
He said keep me safe. He didn't say eat the cat. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just scooch
Do you
out,
not fear
out
the
of here.
cat? Is that the
I'm gonna
problem?
scooch out here. Well, I do not feel afraid of Kevin. No,
That
he
could be
doesn't
the
have
problem.
any. He is in massive organ failure and has been for the past 6 months.
All right, maybe this. What are you afraid of? Is it
He
snakes?
smells like death. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna come over into the control room with you, and Mr. Slay Puffs ain't going to be able to see us through the two-way mirrors.
That's true.
That's
So
true.
we're just going to watch.
Slay Puffed mostly just tries to nuzzle up to Kevin. And if Kevin is not really into that and is aggressive towards Slay Puff will kind of stay off by itself. Every once in a while, we'll try to go back over to nuzzle, but Kevin's never
I got
into
an
it.
idea. I introduce a cucumber into the room behind the cat.
Roll me a con save for the cat.
Tree.
The cat twists and jumps and breaks every bone in its body and dies. And just hits the ground. Slay Puffed immediately goes over and its jaw unhinges and he just swallows the entirety of the cat very slowly. And once the entirety of the cat is enveloped, you notice a little tail-like appendage grows up around where a tail should be on a cat. The bottom of his legs turn into little pads. He's got little whiskers on his face.
That's pretty cute. I go in and pet him.
And same thing, he's very affectionate, likes to nuzzle up. This time his purr sounds more like a cat purr than it did before.
Huh. All right. How long does it take for the cat form to wear off?
At exactly 4 hours,
Okay.
his mouth
Okay.
opens wide and he vomits a jet of greenish-looking, gooish liquid, along with
Okay.
pieces of fur and organ and bone. And then he just bloop, goes back to normal old
All right. So
Slay
it
Puffed.
eats dead matter, Doctor.
Dr. Sarcone, you remember that experimental bird that we cut the head off of and taped it, and we were going to sell it to that little blind boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we he was, I don't know, he was more perceptive than we thought, but we still got that bird in the freezer.
Toss
You
it in.
think we
Toss
ought
it
to
in
just
there.
go toss it in, see what happens?
Fuck yeah.
Hey, I'll walk on in. Hey there, Slay Puffs. How are you today?
Is it just the head or is it the
It
body?
is the whole
without-
bird.
Oh,
Yeah,
whole
Is
bird.
the whole bird with the head taped on?
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Slay Puff, how you doing? I wanted to introduce you to our friend Feathers.
And it just sort of like looks at your hand and like has its head tilted to the side a little
I
bit.
put Feathers on the table. Oh no, Feathers! You have died
Immediately,
unexpectedly.
just
Oh my
eats
God!
the whole
Oh
bird
good Lord!
real fast. And like roll perception.
Yeah.
I roll perception.
12?
Oh my God! I botched.
Okay, you don't see shit. The other
I'm bad
person,
at
Sarcone got a
perception rolls.
Sarcone, you happen to notice through the glass that when he unhinges his jaws, it's just rows and rows of teeth that go into like an infinite like maw, basically, as it just gulps up this bird. A few moments after eating the bird, it looks like on the sides of the body he sprouts these wing-like appendages and like has a little bit of like a tail feather in the back, and he just kind of very awkwardly flip-flaps around the room. Like he tries to fly, but doesn't really know what he's doing. It's very cute, but it's still gray. He never changes color. He's always this grayish color.
Before the 4 hours is up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a horse in here and I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. There's just
Does it eat when it's still in the other form?
no.
All right.
After
Trying to make
4
a
hours,
Pegasus.
he
God damn
vomits a little bit of tape, some beak, some bird bones, some feathers, and then he eats the horse. And
Good thing we installed
Holy-
the grates
like,
in the floor.
Just like envelops a whole horse. We've
the
gone
mouth
from cat to
literally
horse.
just slowly envelops the entire. It takes a little longer for him
Holy
to
shit.
eat the whole thing, but literally like an anaconda, he just slowly eats the whole.
Jesus F. Scott Fitzgerald Christ.
Once that happens, the legs on Slay Puffed elongate, so he's about as tall as a horse. The overall body
Still
is
little
bigger.
body?
It's
Okay.
it's bigger, but it's not as big as a horse.
Is he a little
um,
neck?
A little bit of a longer neck too,
Mr. Slay Puff,
And
you
he's
want
just
some
clumping
apples and
around.
peanut butter?
and he's just like clomping.
Stamps.
Stamping.
I
So
put
he
a little
feeds-
feedback on him with some apples and peanut butter.
He just eats it all up.
Good boy.
Good boy.
In 4 hours?
Vomits out horse bones, some fur, and a few organs, and then goes back
Holy
to being
shit,
a
that
normal
is
size.
disturbing. Now, Mr. Slay Puff, you just wait right here. I got something special for you. Dr. Sarcone, you wanna
Head down to the circus?
you wanna bring D class number 1 in here?
Oh, do I ever?
Yeah.
Is D class number 1 dead?
He's gonna be
will be.
because he's been condemned to die for science.
Okay, so he goes in. Is someone gonna, or does it not matter? Because
Yeah, no, this isn't personal, D class number 1, but you just go ahead and have a seat over there.
right.
Do you have any last requests?
Look at the little
to
birdie.
live,
Anything, literally
to
anything
die of
else.
old age.
All right. Well, you know what? This is a
Choose a
gun
cup
that
and drink from
accelerates you to old age. And I shoot him in the head.
His head goes back a little bit and then onto the table.
Good thing we don't ask the ethics committee if we can do stuff anymore.
Well, D class, you could do whatever you want because this is all experimentation, so it's fine.
So I want you to just do whatever you want there.
Oh, Slay Puff has
Mr.
already
Slay Puff?
gone over and started eating
Oh,
the corpse.
no!
And like just starting at the legs and just
Dr. Sarcone, why doesn't it get any easier?
and just eats the entirety of this D class.
You never
What
seen
did
an
that
alligator
D
eat a man
class
before?
do, by the way? Like, what was he convicted of?
I can't say it on stream.
Oh, okay.
But it involved children.
Oh, okay. That's fair. So you don't notice any physical changes, but all of a sudden he's just like,
Hey,
Talks
Hi.
now.
how?
How are
Do
you?
you understand English?
Kind of. Me want munchies.
You want munchies? You want some more bugles, or you want something else?
Me want munchies.
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 All right.
All right. Well,
We
here's
have
some
any munchies, Dr.
Potato
Sarko?
chips and a 6-pack of beer. Here you go.
Taters and chili.
doesn't really care about the 6-pack of beer, but eats the shit out of the potato chips, bugles, whatever other, junk food you get.
Okay. Okay.
Also, bed not comfy. Make
Bed's not your bed's not comfortable?
Make better bed.
You want a better bed? Can somebody get a goddamn good bed in here for Mr. Slay Puff? He's the most adorable thing ever.
And just like hip hops around.
He's like, I love you.
I love you too, Mr. Slay Puff.
We're just gonna close this door
I
for
fear
4
I can't
hours
be
now.
objective in this experiment anymore.
Is there
But
any,
I'm going to get you a pillow top mattress. You want anything else?
Do you have any memories
Toys.
of
Toys? I can get you some
Things
toys.
for me to play with.
We can get you a My Buddy.
Oh boy.
Okay.
is there any other questions you want to ask it?
Do you have any memories from the body?
Those poor children.
You have
Oh.
you have the soul of the person you consumed.
I see what
You
he saw.
Oh my
boy.
God!
It
That's
makes
useful.
me
That's useful.
sad.
I'm sorry.
Were you
that makes
sad when
sad.
you ate that cat that was shitting everywhere earlier? Were you really sad? Did your tummy hurt?
He longed for death.
Oh, okay. So it was like a relief when you ate it.
Well, he was already dead. I don't eat live
Oh.
stuff. Me
Well,
only
23 is a good long
I
run for a
eat
cat.
munchies and death.
You eat death.
I eat death.
Can you explain that more as like a metaphysical concept?
Like cat dead, me
Mm-hmm.
eat dead cat.
Oh, so you eat dead
Like
things.
bird dead, me eat bird dead.
Got it.
Horse dead,
Dr.
me
Sark-
eat horse
I think
dead.
he's going to keep going, Dr. Sarko.
Yeah. Voice and head.
Man dead, me eat man dead.
Got it.
Do we have any?
Me eat other dead cat.
Okay.
I'm going to call this one up the chain. Do we have anything in containment or any people in containment that are connected to the what the fuck is the monster with the deer head and the fucking
Scarlet
The Crimson King?
For the
Scarlet
Crimson King?
King?
Scarlet King.
Scarlet King.
any of his
sorry.
followers
Crimson
that wouldn't-
King's
that
from
wouldn't-
Dark
weren't
Tower.
they weren't very forthcoming. People who went crazy that we couldn't get out. Like
No, but within a few weeks of having him in custody, there is a containment breach where people attempt to storm. Now, they're wearing military gear and whatnot, but your MTF do take care of them pretty quickly. But you do find on one of them a dossier that lists this particular SCP along with this SCP's designation. So they do know that you guys had it at this facility for some reason, and they were trying to get it.
oh, we got a leak. Yeah, no, I think they know that it's a danger to them because we gonna feed all these people that came to get it to this and interrogate the little creature about their motives and why.
So are you feeding it any of the corpses of the people that broke in, or?
Yeah, one at a time.
Okay, you do. Mostly it just keeps asking for munchies.
We feed it munchies, but we also
Munchies.
ask them why they came in, who they work for, and why they're doing it.
Big men, bad mean. Try steal me.
Why?
Me eat dead stuff.
Mhm.
Me eat dead stuff, no dead stuff.
Yeah, what's this guy know that they don't want
Me-
you to know?
Also eat any dead stuff.
Huh? Like a leaf?
Useful. Oh, leaves. Gross. But
So,
could be useful.
yeah, we got to get this guy top security.
The only other
I think we should make him a researcher.
The only other information you get out of him from him eating dead bodies is he keeps mentioning how
People give head pat, tell guys where I is.
So these people are just hired.
So, in the weeks that he exists in this cell, obviously
Yeah.
people go in and give him, pets,
Head pets,
scritches,
yeah.
stuff like that. Researchers, D-class, whatever, it doesn't matter. So he just mentions that people give head pat, tell other people where is.
So we gotta get him to a black site without anybody knowing.
Maybe.
Tell other people where what is.
Tell other people where I is.
Where you are.
With singy in head.
With singy in head.
Singing in head, yes.
They're psychic, Dr. Sarko.
Who?
We got a
this
security
creature?
breach. We got to lock it down.
Itchy metal singing in head.
Oh, my God.
Huh. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. We're going to give him munchies. And we're going to secure him. And
Hey.
what we're going to do is
Hey.
free cat scans for everybody.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's
Hey.
up?
I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
And he just goes off and eventually vomits up
I
humans.
fucking love this guy too.
Like bones, green goo, skin,
We are
organs.
keeping Mr. Slay Puffed in the most secure place ever because nobody will hurt him under my watch.
Sure. Do you try
Guard
to
him
test the
24/7.
parameters of what he can eat or anything, or
I thought we just did. We went. We did a horse. We did
did
a
a horse.
human body.
is there anything bigger than a horse?
Sperm whale.
Okay. You put him in a room with a sperm whale, and it takes him a while,
Sperm whale size room.
but he eventually eats the entirety of the sperm whale and just grows some flippers and fins and just
Does he
kind
look
of
like Whale Lord?
yeah, he's about that big. He's as
He looks
big
like
as
Whale Lord. All right.
yeah. He can't really move, but he just kind of flip flaps around there for a little bit, and then eventually vomits out a whole bunch of green goo and whatnot, and then turns back to cat size.
Nice.
Huh. So pretty much anything.
Yeah, literally will eat anything dead. If you try to feed it like dead leaves, a fun thing happens where he sniffs it, spits it out, or tastes it, spits it out, and then makes the pile and starts to roll around in them and like jump off his toys and like land in the pile of leaves.
That's
like
so cute.
He plays with it like it's a toy. But as far as like he won't eat that, like dead plant matter, he doesn't really seem to care about too.
Are there
much.
any contained SCPs that are killable that we don't really need that we could try to feed to it?
Well, I'm trying to think what you have, but also the SCP.
What if we
Foundation
take
doesn't
him
want
to
you
other
kill
stuff
him.
that's
doesn't want to
dead?
sacrifice-
That's like dead in concept, like a dead mall. See if he eats a dead mall.
No, he doesn't eat a dead ball.
Just like literally dead.
Yeah, it's more of like
Okay,
a physical
um,
body dead.
Dr. Sinclair, you gonna call it up the chain and see the best way to secure this asset?
Oh, and when you do CAT scans, you find a number of the D class have a sonic device in the middle of their head that
That's what I
Execute,
thought. We're going to go ahead and
thoughts.
execute and autopsy.
Okay, so there's 3 D class that had a device implanted in their heads. You don't know by who, and you don't know where the transmissions were going to, but that was the thing.
We're going to get our top men on it.
Okay,
Our top
Send it to
men.
security.
They're all bottoms, but they are our top
Security.
men.
and also while you were interviewing little guy while he was talking
Slay
about
Puff.
Slay Puffed while he was, with the bodies, he does mention talking about angry men, sad men, and then big red horny man, very angry. That's it. But yeah.
Yeah.
So like his
What do you
thoughts.
know about the big
he
red
basically,
horny
when
man?
you talk to, if you feed him a human, his mind is basically like a small child. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting very advanced speech out of him. or
Well, we'll have to
anything
get
like
a child psychologist to take all this information down from him in the future.
Sure.
But we got to secure him, and we got to get the bodies of the people that work for the Crimson King in the court of the Crimson King into his mouth.
that. Yeah. He doesn't seem to be able to
Scarlet
give
King.
you information as far as exactly where they're located. He said,
It's hard. Half think hard.
and then he just sits there and like hums and just looks at you with like a little happy face for like 2 hours. And then goes,
I see big empty building. spiky buildings outside window. Lots of noise, people.
Okay, we take this down. Big empty building, spiky. Something outside a building? Lots of noise, people.
I see
Like a prison?
lady with pointy hat. Pointed crown.
Pointed crown.
Hold torch.
Tortured. Okay. Taking that down.
That's really all the details that he gives you about the place, where he's located.
So, somewhere an empty building
Mm-hmm.
with spiky.
There are big spiky buildings outside and a lady with a pointy crown holding a torch.
We send that to our record keepers and our smart boys.
Dr. Sarcone, that's the Statue of Liberty.
There you go. I was like, wow, it didn't hit you guys right away? Okay, well,
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
see. We'll see how
not
long
wicked
this
smart.
goes.
We spent 20 minutes trying to figure out.
Where is this pointed hatted lady?
I mean, could be literally.
Could be.
All right. Statue of Liberty.
So they're in New York somewhere. So you do put your feelers out and see what's going on there. But what, what else you want to? Is there anything you want to do for Slay Puffed or he just likes
happy
attention.
things.
I want to do everything for Slay Puffed, and we what we will do is we will allow our trusted technicians and researchers to bring a dead thing in there and hang out with them for 4 hours when they're feeling blue.
Okay. I mean,
We'll pet him.
He's
We'll love
still
him.
nice when he's not eating a dead thing because he loves munchies. He just
we-
eats all kinds
well,
of
then
junk
they can
food.
they can just bring any kind of junk food they want.
Sure.
in
Yeah,
there.
we get like a $500 a week junk food
Yeah.
stipend for this little fucker.
All right. So he's pretty happy.
But we keep him under lock and key.
Sure. He is designated. The
Shuffle
SCP
him around.
Foundation designates him as SCP-4966, otherwise known as Tabioka, the Devourer of Souls, Consumer of Secrets, and Lord of Munchies. And with that, we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers Big Jim, the Knuckle, Lord Chronic, Skinner, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Shinigami, Jay Squeezy, and Old Scabby Goose. You can find us all over the internet at Botch Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitch at Botch Podcasts. Support us at our favorite websites, FreedomValleyHorseface.com, DickBlood.club, BuyTheseViagra.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, DamnYouDennis.com, MeepsCreep.com, PartyMormons.com, ChongoGrande.com, ChugYourMilk.com, DaddyDennis.com, RaoulsMovingCastle.com, MooshCoffeeFleshdozer.com, warmonkey.pizza, or simply patreon.com/botchpodcast. Thank you to Taoshi and the Mod Squad running our Discord that is open and free. Forging Winton, Shinigami, Daito, Good Phil, Bread, Captain Hygiene, and Spooky Tuna. Head on over to iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to our show. Leave us a 5-star review, and Chonky will read it out here on stream. Thank you to Gozer, featuring Lonnie from Forensic Polaroids. Both of those bands are on Spotify. Thank you to Emily Swan for our album art. She's all over the internet at a swan named Emily. Send something to the studio, P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania 17325. We'll open it up here on stream. And as always,
When your pet of 30 years that was just living on borrowed time and whispered dreams finally shits himself to death on your bedroom floor and your new stuffed animal eats him and transforms into a horrific facsimile of him made of knitted yarn, and then he wants bugles, scream Botch, and we'll cuddle you.
we'll see you next week, nerds.